she's guilty of a couple of the big cringe moments. I want to talk about the cringe moments because she's guilty of one of the worst. At one point, she goes like this to him. And she's taking like a mental picture. And she doesn't say that, but it's obvious that that's what she's doing. And it's a big eye roll, like, oh my God, just remember.
Does she make the noise though?
She might actually.
What's going on, everyone? We are celebrating Joe's Crappy Movies by looking at movies of Joe's Crappy Movies. So, Joe, what are we talking about this week?
Hey, Phil, this week we're talking about the 2005 movie Elizabethtown by Cameron Crowe. In Elizabethtown, Orlando Bloom plays a man named Drew. Drew works in the glamorous sneaker industry. He designs sneakers. And as the movie is opening, he has designed a sneaker that has failed. It is a true, as he calls it, a true fiasco, which is greater than a failure. It's a fiasco. And he's moving through his company and he's going to see his boss. He's seeing his current girlfriend who has just dumped him. And he's going to see his boss who's about to fire him because he's lost the company $1 billion. And he's saying goodbye to all these people, not like actually saying it. It's a whole thing. Like he has these last looks with these people that know he's basically hit rock bottom and that everything is terrible. And he goes home. He throws all his stuff in the garbage. He takes it out to the street, leaves it on the street. His computer, his TV, all his clothes, all the stuff he's accumulated from this prestigious job. He pulls out an exercise bike, the kind where the bars and the seat kind of come together. They rock away and then rock back together. He tapes a knife to the front of it, like a big butcher knife. Not a butcher knife, but I don't know what kind of knife it is, but yeah, it's a sharp one and it's big. He tapes it to it. He flips the switch and it automatically does the moving for him. So he has created a 2005 death machine.
Mm-hmm.
And he is prepared to end it, to say goodbye. He gets on the bike. He throws his tie over his shoulder. He's about to flip the switch and his phone starts ringing across the room. Flip phone too. It's 2005. So, but it's a Cameron Crowe movie. So his ringtone is a cool song for what that's worth. But so he looks at it and he ignores it. He's already moved on. He's already decided his fate. And that's important because even as the movie goes on, he's already decided that this is what has to happen. He has had this epic fiasco, this failure, this life failure. So he has to end it. He's going to end it no matter what. After a few rings and the knife sort of falls down a little bit, he decides, I'm going to pick up the phone. He goes over, picks up the phone, and he finds out from his sister that his dad has died. Further rock bottom, but a speed bump in ultimately the ending of his life. But that's where we first meet Drew. And then the film becomes about his journey to go get his father's body. His father was there in Oregon, and his father was in Louisville, Kentucky, visiting his family. So he has to go to Louisville and retrieve the body and bring it home. That's his mission. And he goes down there, and the movie is about him learning about his father by learning about where his father came from, and sort of connecting with his roots, connecting with his family that he barely knows, barely remembers, and not overcoming the failure, or not justifying the failure, but sort of just learning, there's more important things in life. And sometimes a failure can be a special thing because it allows you to move on. Like there's nowhere to go but up, kind of. When this movie came out, I hit a lot of expectations with it because it's a Cameron Crowe film. So this is the one that followed Jerry Maguire, Almost Famous, and Vanilla Sky. So Jerry Maguire was a massively accepted monster smash hit movie. Almost Famous among our generation, among our age range, and even our friend group was so loved. Like, such a special movie, Almost Famous. So with those 2 movies, I was like, "This is Cameron Crowe in his era. We are ready to, like I'm ready for the next great journey." And not like Vanilla Sky was like a sci-fi exploration into something else, which is fine.
Yeah.
Artists gonna art. Go do your thing. Like, I love it. I like Vanilla Sky. Like, I'm all for artists doing their thing. But this seemed like a return to an emotional core because it is semi-autobiographical about his own father. Um, so I was excited. I had expectations about this return to form. And I went to go see it, and when I left the theater, it gave me a lot of what I wanted. It gave me a lot of comfortable sadness, which I really cherish in a movie like this. But it is also dangerously cringy at times.
Mhm.
There are huge missteps. And as much as I love Cameron Crowe, he is like an everything in the kitchen sink storyteller, where he's like, I have 1,000 great ideas. I'm going to put as many as I can in this story. Sometimes that works fine. Other times it doesn't work fine. When I first saw this movie, I struggled with it so much. I was so upset that this had failed my expectations of what I wanted from a Cameron Crowe movie. But as time has gone by, as I continue to return to this movie, it has become maybe my favorite Cameron Crowe movie because
Yeah.
of things like things like that comfortable sadness and the failure, um, and the hope that comes along with a real failure. This is the kind of movie where if you see me mark it on my letterbox, you should be like, "Oh, I hope Joe is okay." Because I return to this movie when I'm not doing so great. And I mean, to a dangerous point, I watch this movie when I'm sad and when I don't want to be happy. Like, I'll
Mhm.
watch this movie when I want to swim in the sadness. Cameron Crowe puts all these goofy, cringy, silly things in the movie that are maybe trying to counterbalance that sort of sadness. But I've really learned to gloss over those and live in the sadness. That said, it is a very hopeful movie, and it's very sweet and genuine. It is stacked with, like, maybe one of the best soundtracks ever. Not, like, big marquee jams, just a bunch of, like, Southern, like Tom Petty songs, and, oh, it's just great. I love it. So, I mean, that goes along with Cameron Crowe, like, he knows how to score a movie. Um It has a great cast. Kirsten Dunst, Susan Sarandon, um, Alec Baldwin plays the boss. Um, it's a terrific cast, and it's a wonderful, wonderful movie. And I talked a lot about expectations, but like I have no expectations about winning anybody over. Like there's a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, this guy's crazy. Like that's a terrible movie." And like, fine, I get it, whatever. Like I see why it's bad. I see why people won't like this movie. But I have no expectations about winning over someone else's expectations. Like, this is a movie that I'm happy to love. So,
Mhm.
uh, it's fine. Just before we move on, I want to talk about Kirsten Dunst's character. Uh, when we first meet her, she plays a stewardess on the airline, and she is annoying as hell. She is like she's turned up. She's way positive energy and just like she's too much, especially for a guy that has hit rock bottom and also lost his dad. So at first you're like, "Oh, she's the worst person in the world." But when they bring her back later, the two of them, Drew and her name is Claire, they have this sort of marathon phone conversation, like the kind of conversation where, like you used to have when you were young, that people don't have anymore, certainly. The kind that they couldn't have had on their flip phones unless they were plugged in the whole time. Uh, it's another really special thing, um, about this movie. Like, it spotlights that, uh, and how they're close to each other, and they drive to each other, and they stay up all night talking, and they're still like this will they or won't they thing. Anyway, she goes from annoying to adorable very quickly, and it's very strange because she brings annoying back, and she does this. Like she's guilty of a couple of the big cringe moments. I want to talk about the cringe moments because she's guilty of one of the worsts. At one point, she goes like this to him, and she's taking like a mental picture. And they don't say she doesn't say that,
Oh,
but it's obvious that that's what she's doing, and it's a big eye roll. Like, oh my god, just remember,
does does she
like
make the noise though?
she might actually. Anyway, the first time she does it, it's unbearable, but the second time she does it, you're like, okay, all right, this is just who she is. She's kooky, so that's fine. But it is big cringe. And then there's like Susan Sarandon. She plays the mother and the widow, and her journey is that she has realized that she's life is moving on without her, and she has to do all the things she's never done before. So she takes classes and she studies things, and she's learning stand-up comedy, and she performs a stand-up comedy routine at the funeral. And it is quote unquote funny, but it is definitely cringe. Like, it's even though it's fine. I mean, she tap dances at the funeral too. And it's fine, but like it's very strange. And I feel like the movie is full of those strange moments which could easily turn people off, and which may have been one of the big things that first rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm still so there's so much in here that to become connected to. That phone conversation, there's a huge bit about, road trips and mixtapes, um, and the music really and just, like, living and, like, being free and not worrying about the nonsense. And after it's like when you have a bad day, just take a deep breath and realize that, like, none of this matters. And there's a little bit of that in this movie that really rings true, and gives me hope, but it's still also super sad. I love Elizabethtown, and I couldn't recommend it more. Uh, but Phil, have you even seen Elizabethtown?
I have not seen Elizabethtown. I don't know, like, I guess in 2005, it kinda just passed me by, like, I had been a fan of Cameron Crowe, but, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what he's up to lately. I know he had, like, a didn't he have, like, a TV series on HBO?
Yeah, he went through a few things. Like, it's sad, but his last writing credit is a 2016 show called Roadies, which starred Luke Wilson and Carla Gugino, and was, by all accounts, wonderful. A great season of television that no one was interested in watching, apparently. Um, but like he's done a lot of documentaries recently, and he tried to take Almost Famous to Broadway. It didn't really take. Um, it says here on IMDb that he's got a um, Joni Mitchell biopic in the works with Meryl Streep, which sounds interesting. But he really is not full steam ahead like he was in the late '90s and the aughts. Uh, like, I think the double punch of We Bought a Zoo and Aloha really shut him down, which is sad because even though I've done plenty of ragging on him, I think he's a unique voice, and he taps into things that not a lot of writer directors do. I would happily show up for anything that he put on screen, but he's just not doing it right now, which is
Yeah.
sad.
So, I guess you mentioned, like, the kind of the cringiness, I guess. Is there I guess, is there a greater point to that in the movie, or is it just, like, kinda cringe for cringe sake, or, like, it just I don't know, something that
No,
happens?
I mean, he definitely could be saying that, like, people are cringy and it's part of what makes the world crazy, but it's not, it's just another thing in the world because his extended family is all crazy too. And
Yeah.
they're all cringy in their own right. Um, but I mean, there could be something to that. The Claire character is super annoying, but that she becomes the person he needs, whether
Mhm.
it's for his whole life or in just that moment or whatever. But I mean, there could be arguments for that, but I mean, everyone's a little cringy, right? I don't know if the film's saying that, but there's certain truth in that.
Um, yeah, I mean, kind of as you were describing, uh, Kirsten Dunst's character, it reminded me of Garden State a lot.
Oh, sure.
Um, and I don't know,
Thematic. the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I've not seen Elizabethtown, but like the way you describe it reminds me of Garden State, and I guess
Gar
how fair of a comparison is that?
It's a wonderful comparison, it's way better than what I was trying to think of a movie that I would recommend based on this movie, but Garden State is a great one because it has the same comfortable sadness, check. Terrific score, check. Manic Pixie Dream Girl, check. But it also is, like, both wonderful and super cringe. Like,
Yeah,
watching Garden State in its moment was a moment. Like, people were like, "This is the shit." But you go back now and you're like, "What is this shit?" Like, there are things in that movie that you're just like, "What were they thinking?" Like, or, "What was he thinking?" But and there are equally things in that movie that are just perfect, and
yeah,
still hold up so well. So, maybe that's just because it's of its moment, or maybe every movie needs a little cringe to, like,
mhm,
it's like a scary I saw a scary movie the other day that was just scary, and I was like, "Could somebody crack a joke? Could somebody relieve me of this tension just for a moment? Must we always be running from the scary man?" So, maybe this is the magic sauce because maybe the cringe balanced with the sadness or the heart,
mhm,
um, because I will if you asked me to watch Elizabethtown again right now, I would. If you asked me to watch Garden State again, I would. It's a fun movie. It's a good movie, but big cringe.
yeah. Here's another comparison to me to that I just came to mind, and it's not a movie, but I think of the Weezer album Pinkerton.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what are your deep thoughts on Pinkerton?
Well, like, it's like, I don't know. Pinkerton, I think, is a great album. I like the songs are great on that album. Um, but I don't know if I can listen to it ever again. Um, just because like the subject matter is it is so raw and um like cringy, at least in definitely in today's world, but probably also when it came out.
Sure. Yeah, but we were young and cringy too, so it didn't
Yeah.
matter.
I guess so. Are you saying
I think the
that
key
are you saying that Elizabethtown is cringy for all age groups now? The 20-year-old you and the
well, yeah,
40-year-old you.
it's it's 4 quadrant cringy. It's cringy for all ages.
So I'm going to ask you this, and I think I know the answer to this question, but do you own this on DVD or Blu-ray?
I do, and I bought this on DVD, and I bought it back when I still was not a fan of it. When I was still like, "Oh, Elizabethtown," because I knew even if I didn't love it, I was gonna watch it again, and it was gonna be one of those movies where I would return to it every 5 years or so, just in case I loved it. And this is a
Mhm,
good example of that strategy in, beating yourself into submission with a movie is that I eventually did come to love it. So, um, I did buy it on DVD, and I bought a digital copy maybe about 6 months ago too,
okay,
because it was on sale, and I was like, "I love Elizabethtown. Give it." I love to watch it whenever I want, so there it is.
nice. And I guess if somebody's looking for a movie with similar vibes to Elizabethtown, is there something you would recommend?
I struggled finding something that, like, hit the same notes and, like, leaned in on, like, road trips and, like, being both in a nostalgic place, but not home. But, like and that was also sad and had a great score. I think Garden State is maybe the best. Like, you've erased anything I was picking up because Garden State is that same thing. Like, he's coming back home and, he's back at where he used to be from, but it's not comfortable anymore. Um, yeah, Gar both of those movies are great. But if you love this movie, go and you haven't seen it, watch Almost Famous. That
Hmm.
shit that shit works the first time you see it.
All right, Joe. Any closing thoughts on Elizabethtown?
I don't think we're gonna get I'm not gonna win anybody over with this movie. I've actually people tell me that it was, like, a terrible movie. No, like, unprompted. Like, they're like, when it came out, they're like, "Oh, where were you?" I was like, "Oh, I went to go see Elizabethtown." They're like, "Oh, that movie sucks." And I was like, "Oh, boy." But maybe they just needed to watch it 4 or 5 more times. It's a wonderful movie. Like, it's really it's I mean, I'm an idiot, but it's special. It's a special movie. Like, I was watching it last night, I was like, "That's the cringiest shit ever," but also, this is perfect. So, watch Elizabethtown.
I mean, I guess there's something to be said about a movie that grows on you, after watching it for decades.
Yeah. Well, you've finally beaten me down, you silly, cringy movie.
Alright, everyone, have you seen Elizabethtown? What'd you think? Let us know in the comments below. Is there a movie that you watch when you want to wallow in the sadness?
Yeah,
Let us know. Maybe,
loves it.
I'll find a new movie that I can watch, on repeat forever.
For real.
Um, but if you like this, give us a like, and if you are new here, hit that subscribe button and become a subscriber. We'll catch you all on the next one.